Good morning, students. Welcome to GC Tech Hub CS tutorials. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss about how we can change the master slide. Okay, we are going to talk about master slides today. Now, what are master slides? So, if I just explain it to you, master slides are nothing but blueprints of actual slides in a presentation. So the kind of slides which you create in your presentation, they always have a blueprint. That is a kind of a plan, like where you will place the text, where you will place the images, clip art and all those things, okay, or any video clips. So it's like a blueprint, like what color combinations you are going to use, what font you will use, what bullet styles you will use, okay. So these are the different things which are mentioned on the master slide, and only depending upon that master slide the actual slides are created in a presentation. So I'll give you a very practical use of these master slides. So we are at the master slide, so you can see a master slide over here. There were some problems with the previous presentation, so I have opened a fresh presentation over here. Now you can see over here that this is the title area. As you can see here, title area for auto layout. So this particular slide will define all the features on our actual presentation. You can see a small toolbar over here, that is for master view, where we have some buttons like new master, delete master, rename master and close master view. So we can close this master view. When we close the master view, we are back at our original presentation, and here we can see all the slides. Like if suppose over here I'm going to just copy the slide. So the first slide is here. I'm just going to copy the slide. So I'm going to copy the slide using Control C and then Control V. Wait a second. This is my slide and I'm going to copy it and paste it multiple times. So to insert some blank slides over here. Now you can see there are total of 6 slides in the presentation. But if you go to the master view, that is by going to view menu, by going to master and selecting slide master, you will be able to see that in this particular view only one slide is visible. So this doesn't mean that your actual slides have been deleted. They are still there. Only thing, they are hidden from plain sight right now. So you can go back to your original slides by clicking on this close master view button. And because it's a floating toolbar, you can dock it somewhere. So I'm going to dock it over here on the side of this properties toolbar, so that it doesn't cause a hindrance. And here you can see all the text, like the title. This is the title area. This is the object area for auto layouts. You can see it through the small faded text over here. This is the title area, this is the object area, and then you have the footer, which consists of date area, then footer area and slide number area, right? So now using this, you can define what should be the title size, text, the size of font size, the font format, what formatting effects you want to apply to the title, to the text in your slide, everything. So suppose I'm going to change some formats for the title. So I've selected it. Now either by going to the formatting toolbar or the properties bar over here, properties sidebar, you can make the changes. Like I'm going to change the font, and like I have changed this font over here. Or if you want a nice decorative font, so I'll be selecting some decorative fonts. For example, I want brush text, something like this, and increase or decrease its font size. So this is the increase font button. So with this I can increase the font size or select a font size. So these are formatting options we already know. Make it bold. Then I can also change its font color. Like I want this color over here, so I can change this. Then for the text over here, that is the text which will appear in the content area. I can also change its font, so I can select any font. You can change font for the entire text or one particular line of text or one point at a time. So you can do that according to your requirement. Like I want this font, then for the second outline level, I want another font. Now, you might be thinking, what are these outline levels? These are actually like for providing bulleted list or numbered list. So, when you suppose a point has subpoints, so for that we would be requiring a second level bullet. So that is for this one. So when I actually enter some data, you'll be able to understand. So we have up to 9 levels, and each level we can reach by pressing the tab key. So let us try to differentiate by the color. So for the first line, we'll have the black color. From the second line, we will have blue color. So the second line. For the third line, let's have pink. For the fourth line, let's have orange. And this way we can have different colors for different lines, green. And for the rest of the lines, let's have some other color, like maybe dark violet. So these are the colors which I have fixed for each of the levels. Okay, so when I actually start working on this, when I actually start typing, you'll be able to understand the difference. So I'm just going to click on close master view for the time being, and now you can see that on all the slides the title format has been changed. When I click on this, anything which I type here, like I'm typing welcome, so it appears in this font. Now for the text, so I'm just clicking over here for the text. And the first slide was like I want to change its slide layout, because this is only text and title and subtitle. So let me change it to content. And now you can see that for the first point, this is the font which we had selected. Like this is the first level point. Press enter. This is again first level point. Now we want to go to the second level. That is for the first level, I want to specify some sub points. So I'm going to delete all this and let us type something actually relevant. So we are here. So types of input devices. Now I'm going to specify this by pressing the tab key on the keyboard. So wait a sec. Just I have pressed tab on the keyboard. And when I press tab, you can see that this bullet style has changed. Okay, and then here also, like for keyboard, I want to specify different types. I'll press enter and again press tab on the keyboard. So now with this, you can see a third level of points of bullets. So this way now, but you can see that there is too much of space between the lines here. Okay, so again to change that now, because this is going to stay the same for all the slides, let us go back to master slide and change it. So we'll go to view, and again we'll go to master, slide master, and here I will select all the text, and from here I will just select this paragraph spacing. So I'm keeping it at 0 point. Let me increase it a little bit. Only this much is sufficient for the time being. And all other things are also quite okay. Right. Then I'm going to again click on close master view. So okay, so here certain things may not be possible, so you can just select the entire text and you can set the spacing from here. I can just decrease the spacing. Okay, maybe it's like this. Anyways, so we have reached this. So this is the type of text which we are going to apply. And you can also always decrease the font size. Now there are certain drawbacks with OpenOffice that will always be there, because after all it's the free version of a software. It doesn't work as efficiently as Microsoft Office, but still you can, it's quite workable and manageable, so you can still consider it when it comes to free of cost working. So that way it still helps. So now you can see that you are able to manage all the different levels of points from this. You can also change these bullet styles. So we'll go back to view, we'll go to master, slide master, and like I have selected the second one, I want to change its bullet style, so I'll select it and I can just go back to format menu, bullets and numbering, and from here I can select a different type of a bullet. Like I've selected this one, and you can customize this. You can even change the bullet style. I'm going to change the bullet style color, so I'm going to change this color to maybe pink. I've changed it to pink. Click on OK, and you can see the bullet style for all have been changed. So bullet style can be changed only for all of them. So all of them have this particular bullet style, so I have just uh, brought it back to the original. So I'm just going to change it for the particular bullet style. So I'll go to format, bullets and numbering, and from here you can select. You can see that 1 to 10 has been selected. That is, the whatever style you apply, it will change for all of them. So we just select second one and we go to automatic and select any color from here like pink. Go to bullets and I'm going to select this one, and we come down and click on OK, and now you can see that only the bullet style of the second point has changed. Close master view and you can see it has changed for the second level points. So this way you can also customize your bullet style according to your requirement, right? So this was what the master slide view, from where you can change the change the specifications of your slide. Now for inserting the logo. Suppose you want a logo at the top right corner. So what to do? Again we go to view, master, master, slide master, and from here I'll go to insert and picture, from file, and let me go to the actual location where I have saved the logo. So this is my logo. Click on open. It gets inserted. All I can do is resize it to the size which I want and place it at the corner. And I'm going to close the master view. Save the presentation. So I'm going to save the presentation. Save it. So I've saved it, and you can see that it is applied on all the slides. Like I'm clicking on all the slides, it is applied on all the slides. Let's check the slide sorter view, and you can see that that logo is inserted on all the slides. So this is the utility of having a master slide, which allows us to make many subtle changes in the presentation by a few clicks. We make change in one place and it is reflected in all the slides. So that's all in today's class, students. If you have benefited from this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.